The Doobie Brothers are looking at more full album shows. I'm John Beaudin from Rock History Music. The band just entered their 2018 touring schedule at Beacon Theatre in New York, where they performed 1972's Toulouse Street, their second album, and the follow-up from 73, The Captain and Me, in their entirety. Now the Doobie Brothers are considering doing it again next year with different albums. Lead singer Tom Johnston told ABC Radio, "People have talked about it. We'll see what happens. None of it is written in stone yet." The Doobie Brothers really had their sweet spot with their second album, Toulouse Street, in 1972, as we mentioned, going right into 1980 with One Step Closer, the follow-up to Minute by Minute. I mean, they were huge, and they survived having two lead singers. There was like the motorcycle version of, the Doobie Brothers with Tom Johnston on lead vocals, who sang all those great hits. And then on Taking It to the Streets, where they were both on the album, Michael McDonald joined on and made them sort of a West Coast band, but it still worked, even though they really didn't sound the same. The cement between those two versions of the band was a guy who's still with them, Patrick Simmons. He's their main guitar guy. He's the guy who gives us all those little guitar ditties in the earlier Doobie Brothers albums, the acoustic stuff. And since he's such a big part of those earlier albums, second only to Tom Johnston, I'm sure he'd love to do more of the entire album concerts. Johnston left in the mid-70s but came back in 1987. He said, "I'm not really sure which albums we would do. We can move into 1974's What Were Once Vices Are Now Habits and 1975's Stampede. But once again, that all has yet to be figured out." I only saw the Doobie Brothers once. I was in the second row of their farewell tour. I think it was the second row. I was up close, real close. I took a lot of pictures. What do you think? There's always that thing with classic rock bands. You always say they have to play the hits. Well, most classic rock bands had maybe 2, 3 hits on every album, and everything else is album tracks. But the real fans would come out to see this stuff, and I've always been a fan of doing albums in their entirety. What do you think? Make sure you comment on our videos, subscribe to our channel, and share our videos. I'm John Beaudin from Rock History Music.